Right, so for those of you who would like to take it a little bit further, obviously we'd recommend starting with books. And Jim's written how many?
About 30. Not all authored by me, but we've published. We've got a publishing group or company, and we've published about 30 copies, including about 5 other people. So I suppose I've written about 25.
Right, so we'll just give a little example, and Jim's going to show you them and tell you about each one.
Yep. Okay. Well, one of the most important ones is this one. So I've mentioned this before, but it is acknowledged as probably one of the best books on pen repair. But there are other people who write good books as well. So and not always printed, but online. But we would definitely recommend it. It's got really 3 parts to it. The first is the introduction to pens. The second is the individual makes, so it's like having all the manuals. And the third are the more, I suppose, sophisticated things that you have to get involved with or could get involved with, like plating or machine turning.
So is this a list?
Well, this is some of them actually.
This is some of them. Okay, so this is some of the books that Jim's actually written. So we'll just.
Well, essentially, if you like, my repertoire or the range is about writing equipment, and I started writing these books primarily because I was asked by Miller's to do, well, the Miller's Guide on Pens and Writing Equipment way back in 1997 or thereabouts, which I did, and it was published in the UK and US. It was just a short starter book, but it set me off on really collector books for beginners, and that's basically what the PPC monograph system is, or monogram system, which I sometimes seem to call it.
What's this one?
The Francis Morden book is essentially about dip pens and tipping, because the Americans became really so sophisticated, but Francis Morden was the UK manufacturer. But it's a book about a lot about chemistry, a lot about how to make the tips on pens. This smaller one is a sales brochure that was produced when Schaefer opened their factory in the UK in Hemel Hempstead, and it was really in one of their newsletters that Schaefer were publishing at the time. But it was a small service manual for the key products that were there. It was just, if you like, a salesman's handout, and that's exactly what it is today, because it is a token price. The other area is that we have, of course, our writing accessories, because there's more than pens and pencils. There are lots of extra things that you would get, and this was a list of. A lot of it is antiquity, but it includes inkwells, it includes parchment runners, lighting, just as far as the world of writing equipment is concerned, it covers everything that quills, knives, nibs, etc. And then finally, I think after that, one of the I think this is the last book that we published, and this is essentially to give you indigestion. It is really, in my view, a lovely indigestion of loads and loads and loads of pictures of all the lovely Writing Equipment Society that people can expect.
So this is the last one you wrote?
That's the last one I wrote. Can collect. I mean, there are many people who just collect the top end, very expensive. There are other people who don't want to pay more than, you know, £10 for a pen, and they're still, you know, very good collectors. But I like to be in that sort of middle range, you know, of sort of £50 to £60 of pens that people can really enjoy, and they don't have to be unusual. I mean, they don't have to be common. They can be rarer items for that sort of price. But
So then we will say
I think it's just
happy collecting.
well, it's learning as well.
Yeah.
Of course, happy learning as well.
Happy learning, so happy collecting. So we thank Jim for all his expertise today. If you want any more information, then we'll put some contact details at the end of each video. We're going to be doing this over a series of maybe 10 videos, and they'll be on YouTube, and we'll share them on Facebook. So thanks, Jim. Say goodbye to the people.
Thank you very much indeed. Yeah.